Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back. So we are going to go show a huge way to make money, and you have to stay on top of the trends and what's coming out in Archeage. So you can see we are currently selling a ton of sunpoint, starpoint, moonpoint, and the reason is in the next patch you are pretty much given free sunpoints, free moonpoints, free star points daily. This is just crazy. For every time that you are we'll break this down. The next patch, it's on the public test server right now. You get a free gift box every 30 minutes that you are logged on, and I still haven't confirmed if it's per character on your account or just account, but still, you get a maximum of 10 gifts, possibly per character. We haven't confirmed this yet, and in those boxes, it's a free gift anywhere between some potions or some food, all the way up to a lucky sun point or a lucky moon point as being the highest tier items you get, and every single person playing Archeage gets these free gifts in the bottom left corner, just like the holiday gift event, but these are 10 times better, I kid you not, because you do not need to collect 10 of them. You just need to collect 30 minutes of in-game time. Click on the button down here, collect your gift, open it up, and you can potentially get a lucky moon point, lucky sun point out of each of those guys right there. Of course, you're not going to get a lucky moon point or a lucky sun point, but the fact is these are going to tank dramatically in price because there are so many more of them coming into the system. Currently, the only way to get these is either through the RNG boxes at a very low rate or through the Jester / Noble coin purses at an extremely low rate, approximately about 1 in every 1,000 coin purses. So now, every 30 minutes, every single player has the potential, even if they are a 1% chance of getting that. If there is, 100 players online, that means one person every 30 minutes is going to get at least one of these. And if, say, the lucky sun point, lucky moon point is even at, like, a 0.01% chance, in 2 or 3 hours, somebody's going to get one. And that means the price is going to drop tremendously. You will notice that there's very few of these resplendent weapon regrades, which is what the lucky sun point use. The lucky moon point turns into the resplendent armor regrade scroll. So what we are doing is we are selling a whole bunch of these right now and just unloading them because we are, again, following market trends. Right now, they are extremely high. People on the live servers don't realize this, and we are just going to unload, and eventually, towards the end of this event, we will buy these guys back at dirt cheap prices compared to now. You can see the moon points are selling for approximately 80 or so gold each on this server. So we are going to go and dump a whole bunch of these guys at around 75 gold. We're selling them, and again, in small stacks. You do not want to sell them in large stacks. Large quantities are horrible. So we are breaking them down into threes, and we are going to leave these guys up here, and probably overnight all of these guys will actually have sold at around 75 or so. So you can see the cheapest is 85. We can take a quick look at what this is. So 85 for one, and the next one is 88. So we can actually go ahead and sell these guys for like 79, and we'll make a great amount of profit on them. And then just in case, we'll put the starting bid at 185. So just in case people start picking up on this trend and selling like crazy, and they have a huge stockpile like we do, then we'll be able to catch them with our bidding price, because people will bid on these because this is an amazing deal right now. Currently, this is an amazing deal. People are going to be like, oh my god, why are these so cheap? And if they don't know that the patch is coming, they have no idea that this is actually a very overpriced price. Because again, in a week or two, these things will be probably 40 gold or so. They're going to drop tremendously in value. You're going to notice a huge jump or drop in price on the lucky ones as well. Again, this one is at 1,000 currently right now. In a week or two after the drops go down, you'll probably see these guys around 500 or so. It's hard to really tell how low they will go, but they will go really low, comparatively speaking. So if we can sell this guy right now at 1,000 and then pick them back up later on, and that's how you make money. You sell high and you buy when they're low. So The event is going to last until roughly the end of February, is what Tryon has told us in the public test server forums, which means so all these items are going to be influxing into the system for almost 2 months, about a month and a half. These items will be infused in the system, and there's going to just be a tremendous overflow of sun points, moon points, star points, all these regrading items, even the lucky ones. So the prices are going to drop tremendously. It may not happen overnight, but it will happen. And the great thing is that this might, depending on how common these guys are and how much regrading happens due to the fact that they're cheaper, this might actually help with inflation and bring down some of the cash shop items, because as you regrade, you lose a whole bunch of money and it takes it out of the system. So as more money leaves the system, that's going to bring prices down on everything, and it's going to halt inflation a little bit. So again, we're going to list a whole bunch of these guys, and now we're going to go over to the sun points, or the star points, and then the sun points and the star points. We're also going to go ahead and list our resplendent weapons scroll, because definitely we want to get rid of this guy right here. And you can see the cheapest one is 3,000 gold. So we do want to make sure we sell it. So we are going to go 2,500. We'll put a bid price of 2,000, and we will list it up there for 48 hours. Again, I like to have everything up there for a decent period of time, especially on the big ticket items, so people can, save up money to get those, because not everyone has 2,000 or 3,000 gold laying around. A lot of people do nowadays, but not everyone. So again, we are going to go and sell these guys. And what we were going to end up buying too is we're going to buy these guys back in a few weeks, possibly a month. So we're going to buy most of this stuff back when it is a lot cheaper. And again, we're going to make so much money off that. We're also going to buy Apex right now, because Apex is the other thing that is going to just constantly rise up in value. So these guys are at 80. So let's go down to like 72. You do want to undercut pretty severely, because again, we want to get rid of these guys before the prices drop. We have the advantage of knowing what's going to happen next with the public test server. So that patch will probably not hit the live server for about 2 or 3 more days. And then when it does the live server, the effects won't happen right away. It will take about a day or two, I bet, for the effects of all these free items to really take effect and affect the market. So there is some time to capitalize on this. If you have any sun points, star points, moon points, especially the lucky ones, sell them now while they are expensive, and make sure that you get your money's worth, because again, the prices are going to drop for the next about 2 months to low levels. So you have been warned, and hopefully you can make some money off this. Follow my tips and you will definitely make some money. We will eventually buy them. I'll tell you when to buy them. That'll be roughly towards the end of February when the event is ending. So if you guys have any questions or comments, definitely leave them down below. I will also link the patch notes so you guys can actually read it yourself, in case you don't believe me or want validation on that, because there are a couple other things as well going on. The 24x24 Scarecrow is being released, and you are able to actually get that in game without using any real life money, which is amazing from Tryon. Typically they make you buy those things, so great job there. So this patch is actually a lot of good stuff, surprisingly, from Tryon Worlds. So definitely, when they do something right, you got to give them credit, and definitely give them their props, because they are actually trying to make the game better, it looks like. So for these ones, we're going to drop just a little bit more. They're not worth much right now, but their prices will again plummet. Pretty much anytime a lot of something is brought into the system artificially, the prices tank. That's why I've told you to purchase these elixirs when the RNG boxes are around and they're just pumping them out. When the RNG boxes go away and the elixirs do not drop anymore, these guys will be worth a lot more. You can see this is worth 1 gold and 48 silver. The ones from the previous boxes you can't even buy on the auction house anymore, and those would probably be able to sell for like 10 gold or so each, because they do stack on top of these guys. So you always want to make sure that you stock up on these cheap elixir type buffs that come from the cash shop boxes when you can, and when there are cheap, about a gold or so each or less. Again, when we bought these guys, it was right around the Rumbling Archeum Tree boxes, the flashy racing kits, and we bought these guys, and I told you to buy these guys when they were under 1 gold, and I picked up a whole bunch around 40 or 30 silver each. So just right there, buying them at 40 and 30 silver each, now we can sell them for 5 times our money's worth, which is a huge, huge profit, and they're still actually in circulation with the RNG boxes. When the RNG boxes go away, you're going to make bank on this, sell them for 3 gold or 5 gold, and that right there is going to be a 10 times gold profit or so. So definitely stick here if you want to make money in Archeage. I will definitely give you every tip that I can think of.